Let me first thank you guys for attending and showing that you're really dedicated with Dlulani. It really means a lot to me. Remember, at this moment, I'm still trying to build something for people and with no cost, but it's only for you guys. And then the new people, as I said, if also in the group, and then if people want to join Dlulani after, I don't know how long we will give it, this trial and error whereby we're making people make money for free. After that, we want you guys to join, and hopefully, I hope you guys will join because uh, I hope you guys will join because uh, you like this is you're making money from this, you see. So it really means a lot. It really means a lot. It really means a lot, ever. So um, I'm going to allow you guys to look. I'm going to send the video in the. I'm going to send the video. I'll send the video in the Telegram. This time around, I'll record the full of the video. I'll make sure that every session is being recorded. Né? And please, guys, as you can see, this is our logo, Dlulani Forex Foundation, and that is our. I mean, and then that is our logo, the power of compound interest. In fact, it is for the power of compound interest. We're taking advantage of it, and as you know, I'm the chief CEO, Ezra, and also, what you call it? You can, if someone wants to talk to me via phone, they can call me on that number, and then if anyone wants to ask more about us, our main office right now is in Sandton. That's the address, and yeah, another branch is here in PE. But so Forex trading, I believe, like most of you guys, you know the advanced stuff. We know what Forex trading is. I'm not gonna do a beginning lesson. I just want us to look at what happened and what is going to happen in the coming week. Can you guys see my screen? Just anyone tell me, can you guys see my screen? Bongo, can you see
Yes,
my...
I can see.
Okay, it's fine. The Forex tips.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool.
like doing an account.
Okay, look, I'm not going to mute you guys. I'm going to make sure that you guys are audible with me because we're not really many. So please, if you can do me a favor, let's avoid background noise. Ne? Please, let's try avoid background noises. So basically, this is what I'm trying to do at the moment. I'm trying to show people how to grow an account just using money management and price action. So what is money management and what is price action? Money management is when you know what is your risk in the market, like what kind of level of risk are you trying to tolerate, and to what point to what point are the returns going to compensate your risk, the risk that you're having in the market? So here is just a simple demonstration of my plan that I have already achieved last week. Uh, I took on a dollar account. Uh, the initial deposit was $100, and then it was on a what you call it on XM Global. So when you deposit, they give you 50% credit, which is the bonus. And then so my equity was on 125. My daily target was 5% to 25%. As you can see, 25% is the more extreme point, and 10% is the least one that I have to achieve. So basically, meaning that if my trades are right, if I'm between the interval of 5% and 25%, I'm okay. If I see that, you know what, I cannot trade anymore, or I'm fine with this profit, I'm okay. I'm able to cover my risk. My risk is 1 to 10%. And if you can see my lot size, it's 0.01 all the way to 0.10. That is where I'm playing. The reason why I'm playing on a 0.1 lot size to 0.10 is because I'm using a leverage of 1:500, which increases my risk, right? Then if you can look at this point, my profit target is $5 to $25 on Monday. That was my profit target. And my profit on that day, if I remember correctly, I think I made more like $98. So I seriously exceeded my daily target, which was good. But then keeping the score, this is the plan, remember, it's initial plan. It's like sitting down and say, you know what, let me sit down, let me budget. How am I going to spend money, or how am I going to increase my money? How am I going to generate revenue and what? So what I'm trying to represent here is that you can see my risk is 1% and my profit is 5%. It means that for every trade that I lose, if I can lose about 4 trades and win 1 trade, I'll be able to make my daily target or compensate my risk. How am I saying that? I'm saying if I trade, right, and I'm risking 1% and I stand a chance of making 5%, I can afford to lose 4 trades and still make a profit of about $5 or $5, and then having to have lost about having to have lost about $4 and made a profit of $5, which compensate, and that is my risk target. I'm trying to say my risk. I can always leverage my risk, and make it a point that my net return it's much greater than my risk, and I can compensate if I can lose other trades. I don't know if you guys understand that. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? Hello?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay. So if you can see on the 10% risk, I'm saying I must earn about 25%. Not necessarily 25%, but on a range that will be much more compensating than, compensating to losing such kind of money. And 10% of your balance, it's quite a lot. It's about $10, meaning that I must make $25. Therefore, my net profit is about $15. So I'm fine on a risk and return basis. So you can see on Monday, I can grow the balance all the way from $100 to $125, equity standing at $225, and my risk and return is still the same. And then Tuesday, my minimum amount to make is $11. And my maximum, if I want to go further and I have good trades, is $56. And my equity will grow likewise. If you can look on Friday, my minimum profit to make on a daily basis on Friday was $28, and the maximum amount which I can go for is $140. Not necessarily the maximum amount, but I'm saying compared to the risk that I'll be taking into account, I must be standing at $140 of profit in order for me to tolerate such a risk. So my balance will be 701. So at the moment, I don't know if you guys remember that I sent I sent a screenshot regarding the profit that I made on that day. I think it was 600 and something on Friday as a result of the NFPs. So you can see this is just a plan, which means that with this plan, I'll be able to reach my target. Remember, I'm not about making massive profits today and losing them tomorrow. I'm about money management, and I'm about growing my account steadily. How? I'm making $11, I'm making $17, I'm making $22, I'm making $28. By the first week, right, I would be much closer to doubling my account. I don't know if you guys understand. I'll be much closer to, if you can see, Thursday and Friday alone, they make $50. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all together, or both of them together, they make about what you call it, $33. So $50 and $33, that's $83. I'm fine, right? I'm fine. If you can compare to the initial deposit of $100, that's 83% worth of return, which is very much good. So in 1 week, I'm making 83% return. But for me, I made about 300% return in 1 week. So, but because I'm goal driven and I'm driven by the numbers, I know my risk, I know my size, I know my daily target. I know when to get in, when to get out, and I know that, okay, if I'm making losses on other trades, I know in the back of my mind that I still have that goal that, okay, at the end of the day, I made net profit. So there is no need for me to hold on to certain losses. I can just close my trades on a loss. I made a daily target. Tomorrow, let me come back and see how the day will go by. So if you can have this kind of a plan, have a daily target, have a daily profit, and your risk and return. Then you'll be able to make money almost. You'll be able to double your account almost every week, if not, reach almost a quarter full of your account in terms of your return. I don't know if you guys understand me. You guys have questions so far?
No.
Hmm? Okay.
Yes,
Yes, as I took.
I say now it's still together.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, the other thing that one may ask is, how do you know your risk, right? You remember you have your leverage and then you have your account size. Size is the most important factor when coming to your risk. When coming to managing risk in your account, size is the most important factor. You can see I'm using 0.01. That's 1% of 0.01. It's 1% of my capital. And I also go all the way to 0.10. For me, it's more like, okay, cool, 10%, it's fine. I'm cool with it. And then it will also depend on the pairs that you take. There are pairs that are mostly risky, and then there are pairs that are not risky. Even when the market is moving sideways or as a result of fundamental effect, there are certain pairs that are not risky. So today we'll also be discussing that, and we'll talk about how do you maximize your profits on a pair, right? So let's talk about this. In fact, I think we should talk about it immediately now. Okay. Savoyle says he can see the plan, but the problem is execution. Okay, let's do this. Savoyle, my advice would be, right, let's say now I'm saying that today we have a long-term sell on JBP USD, the pound against the dollar. I'm saying we are having a long sell, and I'm confirming that this is a strong sell. It's a good signal. It's a nice setup. It will generate you massive profits. For me, I would suggest that, right? I would suggest that, okay, if you're taking trades, let's say your account is on $100, right? On $100, I would perhaps risk about 0.3, or that would be my volume, my maximum volume on a $100 account. 0.3 or maximum 0.05. Therefore, what I will do, I'll take about 5 trades, right? I'll take about 5 trades of the same pair, meaning that I'm saying JBP USD, 5 trades, same size on JBP USD, right? 5 trades, same size. So it will be like 0.05, right, times 5. That is about 25%, right? And now it means that your return will increase. Because how will your return increase? Because now when you start making profit on those 5 trades, that's your 25% times 5. So you're looking at 125% worth of profit on that day. Or you're looking at 0.01 times 5, and then that's your 5% risk, meaning that your return has to be 5 times 5, which is your 25% return. So when you're looking at it that way, that I'm taking only one pair, I'm trading one pair or two pair or three pairs, but I must make sure that whenever I'm taking that pair, I must first be 100% of the trade, and then I must make sure that I maximize the return on that trade. Only on those trades that you take. You don't have to take those trades and close and then take another waiting, waiting to make more profit on it, or no. If the market goes sideways, it will kill you. So I think, yeah, if you do that, you'll be able to maximize your profits. I don't know if I can show you guys an example. Let me show you guys an example of what I mean. If you can look at on my history, let me go to my account history. When you look at my account history, look at where I made profit. Look at where I made profit. You can see I sold gold one. At that time, this was the fundamental, this was the news, and I made a mistake by canceling. I sold gold one and I sold 0.80. I made $32. On one, I lost $41. Then I sold 0.10. Look, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 trades on 0.10. And then I made $18, $18, $18, $17, $2, $3, $4, $4. Then the last one, I lost $1. You see, if you can calculate all this, I made a net profit. If you think about it, I took about 10 trades, and then I was risking the same. You see, but then when I was in profit. And the other thing that you should know, when you take multiple of trades on one pair, immediately when you get into profit, you no longer have risk. You have a greater return, and your margin increases. You see, so you have a greater chances of making a lot of money than losing it. So you have to always be cautious because you have the same size. So think about it, and if you want to ask more, you're always welcome. You can see here I have odd USD. I made $1, $2, $3, $1, $1, and then I lost $3. I lost $1. I lost $1 as well. Then I came to UJ. I made $11. But if you see these things, I bought about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times I bought odd USD, and then I had sold it once. You see, that is the negative $3. You can see, and then I bought again about 4 times. So if you think about it, it's quite a good strategy. You can make a lot of money with as small risk as you can tolerate. Do you guys understand it? Are you cool with that?
Just want to ask as
Yes.
with
I can't hear you. I can't hear you clearly.
of multiple trades of do it, because okay, maybe it's better to text you because my signal is very poor.
Yeah, it's very, very poor. Okay, please text. Wait, text. In 5 minutes, I think I'm gonna be done with this money management. If you can, I wanted to show you guys. This is what I made last week. Profitability on a daily basis. You see, it kept on increasing over about 300% worth of profit. So if you follow the plan, I think you will be greatly fine. I don't want to lie. And then we'll talk about major pairs and what we're looking this week. Ne? So on the next video, I'll start with the major pairs major and minor pairs that I'm looking at this week, and why I'm saying we should buy, and what is the take profit, and why am I saying is the take profit? What am I seeing? What's happening? Ne? So guys, if you have any question, let's park it for the next video, and then we will talk. Nah. Are we fine?
Fine.
Okay, thanks. Hey guys, Anna, let's talk, please. If you have questions, or don't just take notes only, talk, and let's make it worth it for all of us.